In continuing with trying to expand what's on this channel and doing more modern rock music, where I'll be covering some Coldplay here today. And I think Coldplay is a really interesting band because it seems to get made fun of a little bit for having music that is, let's say, a little bit simplistic, very pop oriented, and you're kind of made fun of if Coldplay is your favorite band. But I think it's always good to keep an open mind and check out and see what the hype is about, because these guys do sell a hell of a lot of albums and records. I've heard this song before. It's hard to escape a track like this track, and I think Viva La Vida is their biggest two songs, but I've never really sat down and taken in the music and tried to understand what the track is about. So here we go, let's give this one a chance and see what we think. This is Yellow by Coldplay. Huge sound.
Look at the stars, look how they shine for you, and everything you do. Yeah, they were all yellow. I came along, I wrote a song for you, and all the things you do. And it was called Yellow.
Yellow.
So then I took my turn. Oh, what a thing to have done. And it was all yellow.
What the hell does that mean?
Your skin, oh yeah, your skin and bones turn into something beautiful. And you know I love you so. You know I love you so.
Really pretty song, man. Really pretty song about devotion and like a really hopeful kind of feeling. And I think they set that hopeful feeling with the backdrop of maybe kind of sad or melancholy beginning part of it. It's got a beautiful mix to it. It's got that balance, you know. In order to have that hopeful theme to it, they need to balance it out with maybe a little bit of sadness in the instrumentation. And I like that balance. I also really like when he breaks his voice from the emotion. He goes super high. I'm not going to try and sing that bit. I definitely can't do it. But the higher parts of his voice are really awesome. The emotion really rings through. I'll back this up a little bit. Here we go.
You so. You know I love you so.
Right. Sad and hopeful.
I swam across, I jumped across for you.
That is adorable.
Oh, what a thing to do. 'Cause you were all yellow. I drew a line.
What does that
I
mean?
drew a line for you. Oh, what a thing to do. And it was all yellow.
Love this bit.
Skin, oh yeah, your skin and bones turn into something beautiful. And you know, for you I bleed myself dry. For you I bleed myself dry.
That chorus is so huge, it's so epic. I think the guitars do a great job of making it sound huge, but I think when those backing vocals come in, and the choruses, those just ooh ah, those parts are so awesome. It takes it almost to a different level of song, I'd say. And also, what the hell does this mean? And it was all yellow. Like yellow, what does that represent in terms of colors? I thought red is like for passion, love, maybe anger. Green is like for jealousy. I'm not too sure what yellow is. Maybe you guys can have an idea as that because you were all yellow. A really interesting line. I drew a line. These are some really great sort of, you'd say like poetic verses about devotion. I guess I jumped across for you. Let's see if I can figure this out by the end of this track.
It's true. Look how they shine for you. 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 Look how they shine. Look at the stars. Look how they shine for you. And all the things that you do.
I'm a simple man because that's a great track. Great track. Great feeling to the song. And I think I clocked what the track is about. Okay, not exactly, but in answering what the yellow part is about, it's talking about the stars, right? That's what he says at the end. Look how they shine. Look how they shine for you. And it was all yellow. I'm guess this is a track, maybe with the imagery of being under a starry night, perhaps. It's obviously made to be like a pop track. That's clear in the choices that they made. Even the melody is so catchy, and I think his voice is really great at putting in certain notes that you can't help but have stuck in your brain. It's a real earworm, and then the music behind it is so big, it's really emotive, and that's what I mean by I'm a simple man. It's quite a straightforward song, but it worked. I think it works so well. It's undeniably a great track in my opinion. Whether or not you don't like Coldplay, I think this has to be considered a great song. Great verses about love. I'm always contrasting to a band like Radiohead, which do really complex subject matter where you can't always find out what the hell they're talking about. This one is much more straightforward. The subject matter is obvious, and I don't think that's a bad thing if it's done well. So definitely a thumbs up from me, man. But really and honestly, I'd like to hear what you guys think of Coldplay. Is it a basic band for basic music listeners, or is there something to their music that you think is really good? Let me know, man. And if you do enjoy this video, maybe I'll do some more Coldplay tracks. See you then.